Hello everybody and welcome back to RimWorld Raider Empire. So today is the start of a new era because the game difficulty has just ramped up extremely high compared to what we were at. So a very quick rundown of everything that's changed. Mercenaries are going to be better in the future, but they are going to cost more money. The thing that makes them better is the traits. Other than that, they're the same. They do cost an extra 1,000 per season because of it. There's also got a million other things. The armor that they have is going to be more expensive for us to buy. We have the game difficulty ramped up from rough up to merciless, so that's going to make it so our moods are worse, our income is less because you get a negative 20% trade modifier. Our food crops are going to be yielding less by quite a bit, and there's a handful of other just more minor things. Along with that, we also have enemy bases are quite a bit stronger now, so that's going to make things a lot more fun when we go and raid other bases. But I think for the most part, that covers everything. So, today, we are not going to be doing a whole lot. We're going to be getting a lot of stuff done around the base. We have a lot of catch up to do. We don't have enough storage for everything. We do have these two bases that are currently running. We're going to shut these down for a short period of time. We do have a ship up here for now. We're not going to worry about it, but we will need to deal with that once we load the map back up. And I thought we had one somewhere over here, but I guess that was one that we dealt with in the past already, so that's good. Queenie, you got to go back. Now, we do have Kangaroo as well, so that's going to be a bit of a problem because we're going to want to send you back as well. So what we could do first is send over a whole bunch of the loot that we have. Just clear up all the mess that we have around. We're going to want these survival mills staying. Everything else essentially can go. Specific components we're going to want for new batteries. And the Cheer Mech Injector, I guess, can go. But besides that, I guess these two shields can go too, because we don't really need them here. We do have to set up the mortar here still. But for now, we'll load that up. And then we'll have to anesthetize you and get you sent over as well. There is one other thing that I was just about to do here that I forget. It doesn't matter. And then CY, you can head back as well. There shouldn't be anything for you to ship here. We have Go Juice Binge. We will be sending all of our mercenaries back. As soon as paid period comes, we're going to send every single one of them back, get all of our armor guarantees and everything. And then from there, we're going to start getting new ones. That way they all have the new bonuses. That way, you know, these ones are great and all with all of their Troll's Blood, Seraphium, and Bastion. But they don't hold up mood-wise when they're murdering a whole bunch of people. So the new ones are going to be worth getting just because of that. Even if it does mean we have to essentially start over. Okay, so along with this, we have too much steel and too much silver. So we need storage for these. We're going to need a bigger vault. I guess for now we'll just... that was wrong. Stack these vertically. Get some more storage in here. And then for steel... we still have this hallway. We can load up that for now until we can find a solution. So we'll do all across there, have all of the steel there, and then we'll do the other resources in these three here. So that will get done. This needs to get moved back because that floor did get done under it. What else? So our crops are currently not getting grown, but they do need to get harvested. That's going to take a while because obviously they need to grow. We do have, I think, 2 more power cells that we can build. I'm not sure where we'd find those. There's 2 here. How many total? Just 2. Okay, so we'll get those built. Overdose, that's fine. You're going back, so it's not really relevant to us. Faction-based proximity, of course, they hate us. Actually, do they actually hate us yet? So that would be you guys. No, negative 46, though. So they will hate us soon. I guess we'll see. And you're still loading that up, so that's fine. Oh boy, so we got an extra ship and not enough space for it here. We need to do a little bit of digging because we're going to make ourselves some new landing pads here because we're going to make landing pads and a central drop pad for all the loot and stuff. So I think the best way to go, obviously we could burn in through the mountain because we don't need all these crops. So we could come and move our batteries because we got to upgrade those anyway. Move our prison room, make it bigger. Although this other base was supposed to be doing it. We'll see. We don't have the animals anymore, so we can move those and let these ones run free along the map. We don't need this anymore for sure. Because I think we're doing okay for blocks. Let's mine out. How much? Ooh, that's a trader we're going to want to see because now they got more weapons and also bionics. So if we want to do a landing pad back here, we technically have room for 2 of the big ship pads. So we could do 2 big ships. Obviously, we're going to need defenses wrapping around this. But we could do 2 big ships in here, switch that out for smaller ones, and do essentially what we did at the other base. Let's try this. And we have our mercenaries for 4 days, so they should get to mining. We are going to need to do the defenses, which is going to be a bit of a problem. How big? We need this. We're going to need to go down a little bit more. Well, we could get a walkway in there. So if we did this, assuming right there, then we're going to need a wall. So then that would go right here. So then we can dig out 1 more row. Just to right here, and that should be all right. So then we could cancel that. So we need to fill this 1 tile in, because I'm terrified of new raids, because they're going to be a lot stronger, and I don't know what they're going to be like yet, other than knowing that they're going to be 2.2 times stronger. But that should work. We'll get rid of the mountain roof, dig out the rest of that, get that going, and that will be spot for 2 ships. Not great for storage, because it's all over here. But maybe in the future we could consider swapping ships down to here. Do we want to maybe consider that now? That would be closer. And it's not really that big of a change in all reality. Like, obviously it's a bit of a pain in the ass, but switching this out to be a landing pad over here wouldn't be the hardest thing in the world. Let's not. Let's work with this area. Only because we got all the defenses for turrets and all that set up. We'd have to rebuild that. If we need to, we can expand down this way some. Which we probably will once we remove the batteries. Because we could switch that like over here. Because we still got more than enough room for growing. Plus, you know, we could dig further if we really want. This is ready to go for being reclaimed. So we're going to need floors. Reclaim. That way it can be used for other things. We do want Dayton, I guess. Maybe Chaos to come. Oh, it's the other base. And I forgot that you were on your way. This is partly why I want to get everyone back at 1 base. So all the traders will be at 1 base. We could just throw you right there. So you're going to be out. Nope, sorry. Queenie, are you done with this? Not ready for launch yet. It's going to take you forever. Okay, and we have missing sidearm. So that's because you're catatonic. That's fine. We have primary. Yeah, that's. Oh, you're uncatatonic. Okay, so you'll grab that stuff. No storage for the steel still, which we can update. So all of these are going to be for steel. And then we could change these to be critical for uranium. That one can be critical for plasteel. That one can be critical for our jade. Because gold goes into the vault. Silver goes in the vault. Wood. Oh, shit. Oh, we have a wood one right here. Okay, so that's fine. Although that is full. So then these should be getting all of our steel. All of our silver needs to go down into here. And then we do have jade and uranium going there, plus our gold. That's getting brought down here because we don't use it anywhere, essentially. That's fine. Although that is preferred. We're going to want that critical if we want it to be, I guess, tied with this. So what's going to end up happening is new stuff that we get is going to come up to that, and old stuff gets put down here. Or I guess old stuff, anything that's in there is going to stay there. That's fine. That's fine. We're also out of block storage, which should be over here, and we do have room for that, so we can copy, paste that right there. We have our power armor. We're going to want to do painting on that. So what I was looking at as well is a room for our power armor and weapons that we're actually using, since that's going to be kind of important. We can install this down into here. We also have infinite chem fuel reactors we're going to have to find a spot for. But if we want to do armor, like I know that we have our armor in here, but I want to sort them by type, which sounds a little weird. So down in here is probably our best option. Because we're going to need a lot of shelves because we need 2 per type of armor. So what we'll do is say this back corner in here will be our room. And we might want to go a little bit larger than that because we also need weapons. But I guess that's, you know what, it should be fine. So what we'll do is we'll grab, we have auto doors now, although we don't really want it in some locations. We'll change out all of our auto doors today too, depending on how time goes. We'll just stick that there for now though. So then that's going to need that delete, which means that one's gone. We're going to want this floor being redone so we could speed this up. We could do paved tile in here. That shouldn't be a problem. We're going to want weapon cabinets. That way we could pick which weapons. So we're going to have way too much storage for weapons, but I kind of want this whole back wall here done. And we got the steel, so I'm not too worried about it. In terms of... so the best way that we could do storage would be grab one of these for each. But that might be a problem for trying to get people to wear the clothing. Actually, that's going to be a problem for when we want to do painting. So what we actually want is probably the single shelves. Or I guess we could do a double shelf. Oh, a single shelf would make more sense. That way we could do... It's only going to hold one piece of clothing. But if we have it set so it's, you know, like that, and then that would be helmet, body, helmet, body, helmet, body for each type. Then we can go and paint... set it to apparel, paint the apparel that's on there, get someone to wear it, and then a new one will get put there of that same type. So then we could paint that and get it on someone else. It's a little tedious. Another option would be to use the deep shelves and just paint a whole stack. And whenever we get, you know, if we have like, let's say 10 new mercenaries come in, paint the entire stack of the stuff since it doesn't take long and it's free, as far as I remember anyways. Then we can go... get everyone to wear what they need and then paint them all back to white. That way we don't have colored stuff sitting around. I think that might be the best way to go just for ease and, you know, density. So that's actually going to completely get rid of the stuff in here because we could have done it in there actually if we're doing it this way. It's fine. We'll do it in here. So we're going to want this. Oh, see, this causes a problem too because it's double wide. If we say this is for helmets, then we need 2 spots for each. You know what? I thought I canceled that. These are going to be the better option just because of that. So we also need to separate these in a way that we can work with. That's kind of shit. Okay, you know what? Let's get this floor done first because I can't really see what we're doing too well. And then those will just move into place, I guess, since they're already built. You know what? Since they're already built, we can actually get all of these here. And as much as I hate moving stuff, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal to move these into there because it's all right here. So we could do that. That's all fine. So we have a Wild Boar Revenge. You're going to need to back off and switch back to your weapon, please. Okay, okay, so that base needs to be shut down. You're loaded? Not ready. What are you not ready for? A bunch of veggies. Oh, you take forever. Keep going. And of course, you swap back. Back out a little bit further this time. And then we also have a party, which we should have kept an eye on. Which I don't know where it was, but it doesn't really matter. You're free to go. We have a combat supplier and troop renewal. So, one other change that I actually forgot to mention. If we go to buy mercenaries, there's a limit on how many you can buy from each type. As you can see, it's showing 50 right now. The reason I made that change from, it was 1 to 10, I changed it to 50. And the issue that well, it's not really an issue. I could have still pretended. But it doesn't seem like this number actually updates. If we had a capacity of 6 and I bought 6 mercenaries, it's supposed to go down to none available. It doesn't. It just stays at 6. So we can just get 6 mercenaries over and over and over. But I figured that's kind of bullshit, and I don't really want to keep track of, you know, when each season is for when I'm actually allowed to buy a new one. So I just raised the limit to 50 so we could just buy whatever we want. Or rent whatever we want whenever we want. Since it doesn't really matter anyway, we still got to pay for them, so it's whatever. But I figure just get rid of some of the tediousness of having to do, you know, 6 per season, or just doing 6 over and over and over again. Either way, you guys are almost done, so we are going to need a new roof on this as well. For lighting, we could do one here, then one at the back. That should keep it all well lit, and luckily that does center. So then, the roof. We can remove all of that roof, and we'll swap it out. How's this mining going? Slowly. What are you guys coming out here for? Building a roof. Boy. Oh, that's not right. I don't understand, but okay. So can you guys all stop and undo what you just did? Because we don't need a roof on that. Right, and we got some money. We don't need that. We don't need that. How are you doing over here, Queenie? You're working on it. That's almost out of fuel, too. Oh, it's going to take you forever. Do I really care this much? You know what? You're fine, I guess. We can get this shut down for now, at least. So we're going to want colonies, outpost, unload it. Okay, so we don't need to worry about that anymore. And then what else do we got going on here? So these shelves are all built. This room's ready to go. We need a roof on this. So we can build a new roof. And so the shelves. Because it'd be nice to have separation between them, because they are going to be different types of armor in here. Not walk in front, please. The problem is, too, I don't know how much we need, how many different slots. That could be an issue as well. We'll see. So this is still going to be off slightly, but I think I have an idea on how to fix this last bit. Because if we go like this, and then this last bit at the wall changes directions, that'll make the most use of this space. Still going to be fucky up in the top corner, but there's not a lot we can do about that. That would have to be there and there. Let's see how this works out. We'll get that there. So how many sets of armor do we actually have that we have to store? So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We don't count the marine armor because we don't need that. And then that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We still need 3 more sets. 1, 2, 3. So that's what we need. We just got to find a way to place this places. So I guess the best option might be just to merge that all together and cancel that. That would be 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. That would give us what we need. It's not exactly ideal, but it'll do. So and this is going to need to be critical for all the weapons that we actually want. Now, this is going to be a little bit tricky too, because there's a variety. Like, for example, we can have this first one with our Doomsdays in triples, so that way we know where our explosives are. This second one can be snipers of all kinds. I haven't seen a tornado generator in a very, very, very long time. So I'm going to go through and set these up. It's going to take a while. Alright, so that's all the weapons done. So what we have essentially is a couple different things going on. We have heavy weapons and orbital stuff in the first one. Second one is our snipers and other really long range things. Third one's going to be our charge pistols, charge shotgun, and charge SMGs because they're quite useful as secondaries. And then we have our heavy weapons, which is light machine gun for the charge and charge minigun as well. We have the grenade launcher. We have the mech infernal launcher, mech LMG. We have manhunter pack and the minigun. And then we have all the assault rifles, which there's a whole bunch of for 3 of them. That way we can make sure we have enough. These are all done. Oh, I gotta go set that up for all the armor now. I wasn't expecting to be done that quick. That's a lot of Muffalos. This is our first proper raid. 200. That looks like all of them, but there might be more than 200 there. So that's going to be interesting. They shouldn't be a problem, but that's going to be a lot of meat we got to figure out. I'm going to be right back real quick, though. I'm going to get this set up. Alright, so I got all the armor done as well. I also changed it so all the stuff that could go in these, both weapons and armor, is 100% minimum. So that way everything will always be full health if it goes into there. But we got 200 Muffalos to deal with, so no one's outside, right? Nah. So we could just do a lockup, and the turret should deal with this unless they somehow breach, which is possible. So let's see how that goes. We did get that sealed up, so that's not a problem. You guys are taking forever to do this. It might actually be worth also setting up mining across the top here so we have more entrance points into this. Maybe they'll get a couple extra people mining. These turrets should be able to take care of this. They better anyways. How are you doing? Not ready. Sorry about that. Basically done though, so we got that going for us. You guys got this? I don't know what we're going to do with all these corpses, though. It's going to be a little bit too much to process. We should probably expand our food room, too. But I could see this not being an issue. They're not going for the door. There's just too many. It's just, the quantity is just insane. Okay, let's speed this up. You won't let me. How about we speed this up? Thanks, game. Holy shit. Okay, well that's all of them, basically. So we can go ahead and normal and allow people to go out. And they're going to take forever to get this all sorted. Can we get a finish off all, please? And hopefully that'll go quick. And then we'll set these to halt urgently. I don't have high hopes in it getting done very quickly. We'll probably end up losing some because these aren't going to be able to store all of this. But it's fine. Plus, we have a bit of overflow right here. I just hope that we still have people that are going to be doing this. We'll see. This clothing's going to be low priority, so it's going to take a little bit for it to get in there. Once we get rid of all of our other mercenaries, we're going to get everyone else to strip down so we can paint everyone the same color, which shouldn't be that big of a deal, I hope. Steel hospital bed, I guess we don't need that anymore, so I can get deconstructed. This should be done now. Yes, finally. So we'll launch that, get you over to here. We'll just drop you right there. And then this last one, what we need is kangaroo. Can we get you to be anesthetized? And then we also are going to need you doing doctoring, preferably as a 4. That way you don't end up doing it too much. And transport pod has arrived. That's fine. So you're free to go. You're going to go take kangaroo to bed. And then you're going to get your thing done. We'll get you out of here, get this base shut down. It's not going to be shut down for too long. Definitely until the end of the season, but probably not much more than a couple days after that, depending on how things are going. Did you do that already? No. Oh, you're grabbing medicine. No, you're not. You're eating. Okay, so much for that. And that's just going to take forever. People should be in here processing. We turned off that kibble, right? Yeah, except for the forever one, but that's allowed. Yeah, butchering is getting done. I don't know where the Mega Scarab came from. Where would that have come from? We haven't had insects in a long time. The only thing I could think is it came from up here, and it got cycled through. That's kind of weird. These also need to be reoriented, so I can go there. That can just get out of the way. That one can get out of the way. You should be done by now. No? It's because you're playing horseshoes, Ken? Oh, I know why. Use medicine, thank you. So that'll be fine, and then we'll get both of you. Should go do the other thing first. Both of you get into here. No, don't haul. Can you operate first, please? And then haul? That should work out. We also have visitors. We don't need that. Patient and waiting, that's fine. Major break for Boyle. What can we do for you? You're going to be leaving soon. Oh, go juice. Since we're going to be getting rid of you, do you want to just inject some go juice? Have fun. You're doing this. I don't want to look away in case you do that. Did you do it? You did. It's like instant. So you should go grab you. Then you're both out of here. We'll send you back, get this shut down, have all the traders we need. We haven't had too many traders. We haven't had the good ones that we need. So that's good. You're ready to go, so you could just drop in right there. Okay, and that's now officially out. We'll wait for you to land just in case there's some weirdness with destinations and where you came from, so that should be good. We can unload you. So now we're just this base. You need to be captured. Again. Okay, and then that pod needs to go back over here. So and that's all good. We don't have any storage space for Muffalo, but that's to be expected. Not much we can do about that, so whatever. Here's armor getting put in here. So these should all be matched up. There should always be the body beside the helmet, and we should get all of them in here. Speaking of that, we're also going to want to set ourselves... Oh boy. I'm looking for a sign for manage outfits. I don't know why that's like that, but that should be fixed. That should all be fine. We could select our anything outfit and get rid of standard marine armor. There's no need for that anymore. Get rid of the helmet as well. We should have more than enough around. I didn't want that. Did that, remember? Good misclick. Yeah, it's all good. Okay, so that's good. And we'll also set it to 100% once the mercenaries go. That way we can reset everyone to a full set of gear, or full health set of gear, rather. And then once the mercenaries are gone, we'll have all these people not sleeping in beds around that they just place. But that's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good. We don't need to worry too much about these. Our weapons are coming in here. So we got our Doomsdays in there, assault rifle, battle rifles in there. That's going to be all three of these ones. They haven't brought any of that stuff. That's not a big deal. And then we'll do painting after. No idea what we're going to do about the infinite chem fuel reactors. We're going to have to find a spot for that. Quite warm in here, even with these vents. That's not a big deal. So then along with this, so that's getting done. That should get done by the time it's time for them to leave. We got a lot of lag right now. So much for what I was talking about for this being a good foundation for a continuous series, for multiple series, or a continuous universe for multiple series rather, is that we had a good lag foundation or lag-free foundation. But I would bet it's due to not having anywhere to store these because they go and search, you know, all the places. They're like, oh, we have nowhere to put this. And then they try it again shortly after. So that should get a lot better once this stuff's gone. And back to where we were anyways. And then this is now ready to go, so I can get reinstalled into here. That should be fine right there. Our prisoner is in here. You're going to need to be set for recruit. You're already set for recruit. Our animals are now allowed to go free. Anywhere home should be okay. And there's none of these that we want to kill. We get rid of the turkey. And everyone else is bonded, so there's not really a point. Or not bonded, sorry. They all have masters. Some of them are bonded. So that Thrombo we're keeping. Rama's got to get the surgeries done. The Huskies and Labradors we'll keep. And the Tortoise we can keep just because it's bonded. That should be fine. And then these animal beds. We'll get rid of these ones and do nicer ones. Just because we can. So that can just go in a bunch of assorted random bedrooms. Preferably the one with statues. Since we know those aren't going to be getting anything else new in them. Find nice little spots. You got a statue already. If they don't have a statue, as long as I don't take the corner that I want for the statues, it should be fine. That doesn't have anywhere for anything to go. So you can go up into here. You'd be fine right there. And that should be enough for all of them. If not, it'll be close. Maybe a couple more, just for the future. So that can go there, 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 and there. That should be fine. All right, and we have no storage space. That's expected. They're so used to looking. There's nobody doing it. Oh, your mom never got set up after death. We could do that real quick. So that's going to be 2, a 1, a 1, a 1, a 1 for warning. You're going to be doing construction as a priority. Once you're done that, you do no hunting because you're already a good shooter. So then you could do crafting. But before you do crafting, you could do hauling and cleaning after crafting. And then you could do mining as a 2 before the crafting. And then quarrying, although we never do it anymore, but you could have that as a 4 as well. Everyone else is already set up, so we don't need to worry about that. Okay, so that's one more thing done. Was there anything else here that needs to be done? I really wish we could store these. we are allowed to sell food now. Something that came up was like there was a couple traders that we could have traded to, but it was pointed out that I had a rule at the beginning that we're allowed to grow as much food as we want. We're just not allowed to sell it. That way, you know, we're not making money off of that. But it was pointed out that we are getting a stupid amount of food and food supplies from all the cities and stuff that we're attacking. So the rule to not sell food doesn't really make sense because we'll end up just with more food than we could ever store. So food is now allowed to be stored, but we're not allowed to just mass produce for the sake of food. Like, we're going to drop our stockpiles, but we're not going to be selling regularly. We just need more space. And we're going to sell raw food too, so we don't have to process through it. Because, again, we're not in it for the profit. We're just in it to get rid of our overflow that we currently have. So we need traders for that too. Steel-wise, we have 55,000. Holy shit. We have almost 600,000 silver. And that's not including that little bit. Oh, yes, it would be. That reaches. Okay. This turret also doesn't reach in here. That's something I knew when I was editing the video where we put that in. I was like, whoops. And then some people pointed it out, but it's not a big deal. And this isn't getting any better. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and end it off here. Next episode, we're going to continue digging this through. We should be able to speed the game up quite a bit. Just let time pass by. Hopefully we don't deal with any major raids or anything that we have to worry about. But we do have the anti-grain warheads available if we do need it. But we'll see what we can do for processing all these corpses. Get all of our armor all set up. These guys, if we let enough time pass, next episode, they should be gone. So then we'll need one more after that for getting a new army, and then we can get on with, oh boy, getting this base set up again and starting these new harder bases. It's going to be interesting, our first attack, because I don't really know I know what to expect, don't know how it will play out, but we're going to want a heavier than usual army for that. But either way, for now, that is going to be it. So thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you all have a great day. See ya.